Hey, what's going on everybody? This is John J. Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Earlham Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp, of course. And today we're on hosting our very first conference game here in year number 4. We're taking on the Wittenberg Tigers, man. They have a B overall squad. We Corso is going to go ahead and rock with them. I mean, look, Lee Corso hasn't picked us to win a game all season, but I mean, we're 2-1, so what does he know, right? So they got B overall squad, B- offense, and a B defense. We have a C- offense and a C+ defense, but we have scored more points than they have, you know, over the course of the season. And then, you know, our defense is top notch, man. We have the number 2 total defense in the country, best run defense, that's number 1. So it's gonna be a really good matchup, man. I can't wait to see how this game unfolds, man. And if you're excited as well, I encourage you to hit that like button, hit subscribe if you do happen to be brand new. Let's go ahead and try to take care of business against these Wittenberg Tigers, man. Let's get it. So let's go ahead now and officially get this game underway. The Wittenberg Tigers going to start with a football here on a 2nd and 6 as we have a wide open hole down the middle. Just too easy for the Wittenberg Tigers. And they have one of those offenses that go extremely quick, going up to the line of scrimmage almost immediately after we finally make the tackle. And speaking of tackling, we're actually having a really difficult time bringing these ball carriers down, as David Summers is making our defensive backs look really silly, to be honest with you. Multiple broken tackles on those runs, both leading to first downs as we throw to the left-hand side. It's thrown over Mario Hernandez into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And Cam Birch and the Wittenberg Tigers are going to go ahead and strike first in this ball game. And what's worse is that we go 3 and out on our next possession. So looking for our defense to respond, find a way to slow down this offensive attack. But right now, it's not going too well for us here, as we're already facing a 2nd and inches now. As now, Cam Birch dropping back. He's looking down the right-hand side, but it's intercepted. Deontay McLaurin with the pick, and that might get us back in this ball game, because our offense has certainly been riding that struggle bus here. But now we got to turn around and turn this into points real quickly, as we'll hand it off to CJ Holman, our star running back. He's going to move forward for a gain of 5 yards. The Notre Dame transfer trying to get it in, as we got 3rd and 3 now coming up here, trying to hit him with the 4 verts, as Miami scrambling to the right, throwing down the middle of the field, finds Adam Hill the 3rd right in the middle of that cover 2. And that turns into a first down, but Miami Ugalye ends up getting hurt, unfortunately, so CJ Patton will now go ahead and come into this ball game. So hopefully Miami's okay, but as of right now, our backup quarterback, CJ Patton, he's going to be in this ball game, as we'll throw to the right-hand side, find Jeremy Sprinkle Jr. in the end zone. Touchdown, Earlham. And we will strike back after the interception to go ahead and tie this ball game up at 7 apiece, as the Wittenberg Tigers will have the football once again here with 2 minutes left to play, as Summers trying to go downfield. He's going to end up being brought down eventually, carrying Justin Burton, the best player on our team that's not named Jacob Ramos. Is now 1st and 10. Birch dropping back, throwing over the middle to Graham. He's got some space to work with. It's a one-man foot race. Mario Hernandez cannot catch up in time. It's a 65-yard touchdown for Vince Graham. And not soon after we get our first points on the board, the Tigers are going to go ahead and strike back. So they will go ahead and re-establish the lead here, a 14-7 lead. And CJ Patton tries to pass on 1st and 10, but he's thrown, so that's going to actually lead to an incompletion. We got 3rd and 11 now. Patton looking around, gonna throw over the middle to Derek Blue. Dangerous throw, as that could have been intercepted, but Derek Blue was able to come in, make the play, and keep the drive alive for the Quakers. As we'll hand it back off to CJ Holman, who's just an absolutely tough runner, a gain of 9 yards. If he was somehow able to stay on his feet there, he had some clear space after that. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and look for the first down on the ground here, as Holman is able to find the first down. Breaking a tackle as well, he's able to pick up 11 yards on the carry. As we get into the last play of this first quarter, see if we can get something going here. As Patton dropping back, he's looking over the middle, it's nearly intercepted. Casey Wickwalk almost gets his first pick of the day. And so that is going to go ahead and end this first quarter. It's been an exciting ball game, actually. Wittenberg is up 14-7 here after 1 quarter of play, as we will desperately look to try to go ahead and try and tie this ball game up here. 3rd and 9. Patton dropping back, gonna throw it short to Derek Blue, but he's caught literally at the line of scrimmage. So we do have to go ahead and punt this football away, and hopefully our defense can come ahead and respond now. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. It's a 5 wide set. Seth Gray, he's not able to keep up with the receiver, Tyrone Shaw, who's able to pick up 18 yards on that catch. And that's something that we highlighted in the last Big Earl Football podcast. We are, these are some very athletic receivers that they employ on the outside. They may not have the most, core talent per se, but that speed is dangerous, and we're seeing it live here as our linebackers having a tough time covering here. This is 2nd and 1. Cam Birch actually trying to run. He's not known for the foot speed, but fakes out the defense enough to pick up a new fresh set of downs. And it's another 1st and 10 coming up for the Tigers, as Birch will drop back again. This time nearly hit as he's thrown, but is able to get it out to Vince Graham, who picks up a good 6 yards. We really should have had that sack there, man. We were right there. We had multiple guys in the backfield. But good pocket presence at the same time by Cam Birch. Able to get out there and turn that into a positive play, surprisingly, as Cam Birch, he's doing it with the legs. Not a mobile guy whatsoever, but surprisingly hurting us a little bit here. He has multiple first downs with just his legs. As we got another 1st and 10 coming up here after the carry by David Summers. This is on the 35-yard line now. Play action coming up here, but he throws the ball away, but they're calling a flag, and they're calling it pass interference. He threw it away, my guy. How? Tell me how, EA. What's going on? So they get a fresh set of downs to work with automatically because of the pass interference. That is so frustrating. You absolutely hate to see it, man. So another 1st and 10 coming up here as Cam Birch is in the shotgun. David Summers in the backfield with, and it's another play action. Birch throwing over the middle, finds Vince Graham once again. Eventually brought down by Caden Doman and Josh Brown, but the Tigers continue to move downfield. It's a long drive for Wittenberg. As 2 plays later, Birch will throw again, this time going towards the end zone, nearly intercepted by Mario Hernandez. We needed that catch to be made. Even if it's in the rain, that's why he plays cornerback instead of wide receiver. As 3rd and 10, they'll throw over the middle, but there is Cameron Frost going ahead and making the tackle on Fred Norman, who does end up getting his first catch of the day, as it will lead to a field goal attempt for the Tigers. So it was a long drive for Wittenberg, but at least do what we need to do in order to at least, keep him out of the end zone. As we now cut to about 1:25 left here in the first half. We're down 20-7, but we throw an interception. This one might be taken back to the house. Thankfully, it wasn't. But just not a good look for us whatsoever. Just falling apart a little bit at the end of this first half. CJ Patton definitely came in cold. It is a rainy day here in, on our home stadium, and we do hold them to another field goal, but this game is slipping away from us here. Down 23-7. We need a big play, and Mario could get it to us. He gets us a big return at the very least. So we got 36 seconds left here in the first half. Trying to get it downfield. Let's get some points on the board before the end of the first half. There's Derek Blue. What a tight catch. Gain of 23. Earlham's on the move now. 32 seconds left here in the first half. Patton dropping back, facing the blitz, but gets it out to Adam Hill III, who ends up picking up the first down here as well. As we rush back to the line of scrimmage quickly here, Patton trying to throw over to Derek Blue. We had it. We had the touchdown. You just had to throw an accurate ball, but throws it right to the safety. That is so tragic, and we're going to be down 23-7 here after one half of play. We just have to play so much better. And the thing is, we actually find ourselves not only down big, but we also, they have the football to start the second half, so not a good look for us whatsoever. This drive is going to be huge right here. We have to get a stop on this drive right here. We have to get the job done. We can't afford the deficit to get any bigger than it is currently right now, as David Summers does pick up another first down for the Tigers. They're already across midfield. He's got a 1st and 10 now coming up for Wittenberg. It's a read option, but notice he had to play. It had me dive the opposite direction. I literally did not tell him to do that. Oh my goodness. We are just, shooting ourselves in the foot consistently right now. And it's a big reason why we're down 23-7, to be honest. We're just making boneheaded plays. We're not executing to the level that we've been accustomed to executing at right now. As we got a 2nd and 13 coming up. Allen trying to get the jet sweep going, but we snuffed that out quickly as Matthew Sands and Seth Gray were able to get into the backfield easily. Dude had nowhere left to go. Now 3rd and 17. Hopefully, maybe we can get a sack to make sure this quarterback is not in field goal range. But an interception is even better. Caden Doman down the sideline. He's going to be caught because he's not that fast. But that is so big for us right here. Caden Doman, our senior leader, one of the original walk-ons on this team, makes a huge play for us. But it's time to go to work now. We need to score on this drive. Patton dropping back, but gets sacked in the backfield. 3rd and 18 coming up. It's Casey Whitlock, who has an interception in the second quarter. Now he has a sack with it. It's 3rd and 18. Patton looking around, not going to try to throw it into coverage, so just dumps it off to Adam Hill III. It's not a first down, but we'll actually should be able to come away with points on this drive at the very least. As Jacob Ramos' kick is up, he is good, and he is still perfect on the season as well. Check out a studio update elsewhere in college football. Illinois and Ohio State are actually in pretty close right now. The number 2 in the nation might be on upset alert right now, playing against an unranked Illinois squad. So we're still down 23-10, making it a 2-possession game, but we do get a free and out on the next possession. And the Tigers will have to go ahead and punt this football back over to us. As Mario Hernandez, he's going to go ahead, make the kick for us. He's down the sideline. He's got some space to work with. Oh, if he stays in bound, he could take that to the crib. Oh, we needed that in the worst way. But still, great field position to work with here as we dump it off to Price Jr., who trucks over a defensive back. That's what I like about these tight ends. The true freshmen are tough dudes, man. Getting a first down for us as we try to claw ourselves back into this ball game, looking for a 1-possession game as CJ Holman picks up another first down. The offense is starting to heat up. Finally, making some headway. We've been struggling all day long. As we'll hand off again, this time CJ Holman going right up the gut and picking up 8 yards. Tough man right here. But can we get this first down here, though? 3rd and 2 coming up. Gonna go ahead, hand off to Joakim Short, looking for some space to work with, but is not going to find it. Actually gonna lose a couple of yards here in the process. And our coach doesn't want to go for it here. We have to settle for another field goal. It helps us a little bit, but we're still down by 2 possessions. As we check out another studio update, the Manchester Storms and the Defiance College Yellow Jackets are in a close one as well. Manchester needing to win this game in order to remain in the top 25. They're currently ranked number 23 in the nation. As we find ourselves still down 23-13 as we give up a huge pass play downfield. That was Seth Gray's zone. He bit up. It opened things up downfield. And they are now in positive territory once again as Shaw, looking for some space on the outside, breaks multiple tackles. He's finally brought down by a gang of Earlham defenders. As again, we got another 2nd and short coming up here as it's going to be a run up the gut for David Summers. He's got some space to work with and does end up picking up a first down here. As again, to the very end of the 3rd quarter here. Maybe we can end on a positive note. See if we can get a stop here as they try to run the halfback draw, but you already know that's not going to work on us. Halfback draws on a 3rd and long. We're too disciplined. You're not going to pull a fast one on us that easily. But can our offense get something going here, man? We are down by 10 points here in the 4th quarter. We need a big quarter to come back and win this game. So first things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil, as we go ahead and start this 4th quarter of action. As we have another field goal attempt by the Wittenberg Tigers, and they do end up getting the field goal up on the board. So we're still down 26-13, but we really need our offense to come through. CJ Patton, it is your time, man. We need you to come through for us here. As Deontay McLaurin, he might be able to do some work for us. Going down the sideline, got some space. One man left to beat, but he's dove from behind. But that's going to get us in positive territory. That's really going to be able to help us out here. Let's see if this offense can finish the drive for once. Is now Patton on a 1st and 10. Thrown over the middle, gets it to Jakeem Short, who nearly picks up a first down. Gain of 7 yards for the air. As that is the 3rd catch of the day for Jakeem Short. As we try to continue to, get some consistent, progress forward. We have had a hard time, like I said, just getting into the end zone. And that's really what we need right now. We need a touchdown here. A field goal is just not going to cut it at this point. As we're trying to hit him with the play action now. 1st and 10. Trying to throw over the middle. Gets it to Derek Blue. He almost gets it into the end zone, but is going to be down inside about the 2-yard line. But let's see if we can punch it in now. CJ Holman looking for a crease. And he gets the push. Let's go, man. We're back in this ball game. 6-point deficit. CJ Holman gets it in there. As we now find ourselves down by 6 points, but defense needs to stop, man. We'll see if we can get him off the field. As Birch dropping back on a throw to the left-hand side, gets it out to Ronaldo Poland. Beautiful throw by Cam Birch, one of the most accurate quarterbacks in our conference. Is now 1st and 10 again, going up the middle with David Summers. Cameron Frost misses, and it leads to a big gashing up the middle. As Wittenberg looking to drive as well. Got to stop him right here, though, if we want to keep it a 1-possession game, as we needed that interception. Deontay McLaurin almost had pick number 2 on the day. But instead, 2nd and 10 now coming up as a tight end. Now moving into motion, moving McNair. It's a run over to the left-hand side. Summers following the blockers and picks up a first down in the process. As Wittenberg moves into their no huddle here. Once again, a 1st and 10. Looks like they got a couple backups in on the offensive line, but it doesn't even matter as Nate Hunt gets dragged by this tailback. Now a goal line situation here again. Just making sure we hold him to a field goal as Birch looking, gonna throw it short to Moore. One guy misses, but it looks like Deontay McLaurin at least keeps him out of the end zone. 3rd and goal coming up here. Big play for both squads as Birch gonna line up with Moore. Breaks one tackle, but meets a gang of defenders as Cameron Frost makes the final tackle. Tackle number 7 in this ball game. As Wittenberg will be going in and kicking another field goal here. Should be really easy. I would actually be shocked if they find a way to miss this field goal. And sure enough, they do make it. So that does make it a 29-20 game. As now we'll have to go ahead and try to do some more no huddle if we want to come back and win this game. It's not looking good for us here right now. Offense has been playing better, but Now our defense is starting to crack under the pressure a little bit. How does this team respond here? We got a 2nd and 2 coming up here as CJ going upfield. Picks up the first down, and we might get a little bit of help here as well, as it looks like they're going to go ahead and call a face mask on whoever tackled CJ home, and it was Jared East that made the play. So that gets us in the Wittenberg territory now. 2nd and 10 coming up as Patton dropping back. He's looking around. Going to try to throw it downfield. Has a man. It's a one-handed catch by Jariah Bond, who proceeds to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Quakers. What a throw by CJ Patton to make sure nobody else got to his ball. And then also Jariah Bond. Look at this catch. This is absolutely ridiculous. One-handed grab in the rain. What a touchdown. We're back in this game, man. 2-point game. Now we need our defense to come ahead and get a stop for us so that we can go ahead and at least, give the ball back to our guys here. Give us a chance to win this ball game. It's now 2nd and 1 here. Birch dropping back. He's looking around. Going to throw it short to Shaw, who's going to be at least tackled out of bounds, but another first down here. And we will have to start using our timeouts here. We do have 1 timeout remaining. So needless to say, the 3rd and 9, absolutely huge. Birch throwing over to Graham as Mario Hernandez doesn't wrap up for whatever reason, and Wittenberg's going to score another touchdown. You have to be kidding me. Mario Hernandez was literally right there. Why did he not wrap up? But maybe it could be a blessing in disguise. We do get the ball back at the very least. We have to score really quickly though. First downs or get out of bounds. That is our only options. Other than that, that's not going to really help us right now. We'll see if CJ Patton can get another touchdown drive going. Throwing over the middle, gets it to Derek Blue. Down the field, gets across the 20-yard line. First down for the Quakers. It's a 30-yard gain. And CJ Patton gets his troops up to the line quickly here. 1st and 10. Patton trying to throw over the right-hand side, but it's nearly intercepted. Was looking for Derek Blue again, but almost throws pick number 4 in the process. As now we got 2nd and 10 coming up here. Patton dropping back, going to try to throw it over to Jariah Bond, who somehow makes that catch. Not a great idea to throw that ball, but we did it. And it surprisingly worked. As Patton going to throw to CJ Holman, who gets the block, sneaking again to the end zone. Touchdown Earlham, so that at least sets us a chance to go for an onside kick, but we desperately need it right here. This is going to decide the game potentially. Can Jacob Ramos get the job done? Let's see what he's got on this onside kick as the kick is underway. It bounced off a defender, but it's recovered. Earlham recovers. We're going to have the football with 1:39 left, and we have a chance to take the lead. Let's freaking go. So 1:29 left here in this ball game as CJ Patton looking to lead the game-winning drive downfield. First down for the Quakers. Can Patton get us the game-winning dub right here? As Patton dropping back, throws it over to Jariah Bond and picks up another. Looks like he draws another foul. It's gonna be a face mask on the defense. That was just so painfully obvious right there. As Clay Williams is going to be called for the penalty. As Patton drops back, looking around, going to dump it off to CJ Holman. And does end up picking a few yards on the ground as well. Nice little 6-yard gain. Is now 2nd and 4 now coming up here. Just trying to keep it centered as much as possible so that we can go ahead now and, maybe have an opportunity to, win this football game. But, Wittenberg kind of being smart, drawing these penalties on purpose low-key because, yes, it moves the ball downfield a little bit, but at the same time, it stops the clock. So 49 seconds left. We'll see how we want to approach this, and we'll take the points right here as CJ Holman does get into the end zone. That makes it a 4-point lead. So let's see what happens here. Are we going to go for the 2-point conversion? We will. This will make it a 6-point game. So that will at least, set us in position if they do score a touchdown the next drive. A field goal will win the game for us. And we get the 2-point conversion. Derek Blue gets it in there for us. 42-36. Now we just need our defense to respond. 47 seconds left. Nobody get beat deep. That is all I'm asking you to do. It's now 5 wide set. Birch dropping back. He's going to send this one deep. And Cameron Frost, he gets beat deep. It's a foot race. MJ Granson can't bring him down, and he's barely kept down the end zone. So disappointing. We had it on conservative everything, and we still got beat deep. As, you know, the capture card just messes up a little bit, but Wittenberg scores a touchdown on that play. And we're going to be down 43-42. Although CJ Holman might have something to say about it. A huge play downfield. 32-yard gain. And that could, one more first down could very much get us into field goal range. Let's see. Patton dropping back. He's looking around. Gonna throw it quickly over to Jariah Bond, who gets out of bounds right away. It's a first down, already in field goal range. But we'll take a few shots at the end zone just in case. Patton throws to the end zone. Dropped by Derek Blue. He had it. He really did have it. But we'll still have at least one more shot. If it's not there, we don't need to tank it. As Patton dropping back, gonna throw over the middle. Has a man. Touchdown. Earlham. We retake the lead once again. Let's go, baby. Okay. Let's freaking go. CJ Patton. He's thrown, still delivering a strike to Jariah Bond. As we'll go ahead and go for the 2-point conversion right here. See if CJ Holman can punch it in. He does. So, worst case scenario, we are going to at least go to overtime. As we will go ahead and see what Wittenberg has in store. They need all the yards here on this one play. They probably won't have a second play ready. As Birch dropping back. He's going to send this one as far as he can. Ball is in the air, but it's no good. Earlham's going to go ahead and win this football game. What an insane comeback that we just witnessed out here, man. We are actually going to win by a final score of 50-43. What a just incredible finish to this game. And shout out to our guys as well. Just figuring out a way, genuinely, how to win this football game. That is what it is all about right here, man. But with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the stats for our team as well as for our guys as well, man. So what an insane game that could very much lead to cardiac arrest, man. It was only number 9 on the ESPN Instant Classic, at least on our console. But we did have some insane battles in the past, and this is no exception, man. We win this game by a final score of 50-43. I mean, check out how much scoring took place in the fourth quarter. 83 points were scored, throughout the course of the game. But that being said, 57 points were in the fourth quarter. Like, it takes up the whole screen. Earlham scores 37 in the fourth quarter in order to come away and win this game, starting with a couple of actually it was all 5 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter, 2 of them being 2-point conversions. We snatched victory from the jaws of defeat, almost snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and then re-snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat. You could not make this up. This game was absolutely insane, and I am so glad that we found a way to come out on top. Checking out the stats for our guys, and CJ Patton. He came in and played once Miami Uiagalelei got hurt, and he legitimately had his best game of his collegiate career so far. 24 for 35, 363 yards, 4 touchdowns. Did have 3 interceptions, though. All of those were in the first half, and not all of them were necessarily his fault, but I was really proud of the way that he came about, settling himself down, once we got into the locker room and got started with everywhere. And because we were passing the ball so much, receivers got involved. Adam Hill III led the way with both catches and yards. He had 6 for 112 yards, Very good performance if I say so myself. Jiraiya Bond also had a really nice day. He had 2 tutties, 5 catches for 108 yards as well. GJ Holman got into the end zone. He had 4 catches for 39 yards. Jeremy Sprinkle, his only catch of the day, it only went for 5 yards. But it was also the first touchdown pass that CJ patted through, which is kind of a big deal. And then Derek Blue almost had himself a touchdown in the end zone. He dropped it, but he still had a really good day though. 5 catches for 98 yards. Receivers really stepped up when CJ Patton came into the game in order for his comeback effort. As for our defense, you know, this was not their best performance. Actually, I'd probably say this is the worst performance of the season for the defense. But, I mean, to be fair to them, Justin Burden did exit the game with an injury, which we will have to go ahead and check out, you know, once we get out of the screen. But Deontay McLaurin did have a bunch of tackles today. He had 11 total tackles and had an interception that, you know, that we were able to go ahead and turn into points, which I really like to see. Cameron Frost was not too far behind. He ended up with 9 tackles and a TFL. Leading the way in the TFL department is Matthew Sands. He ended up with 4 tackles for a loss and 6 total tackles on the day. Finn Otis wasn't too far behind him. He had multiple TFLs as well, 3 total tackles. We actually did not sack this quarterback today, unfortunately. You know, Cam Birch, you know, definitely a pretty smart guy in that pocket. You know, knew when things were getting hot to throw it away. So that deserves some credit where credit is due. But not only did Deontay McLaurin had an interception, but Caden Doman also had an interception. Returned that back for 41 yards and almost got it into a touchdown too. I mean, if he had more speed, he would have definitely, you know, gotten into the end zone, I think. But, you know, that's a limitation of Caden Doman. But, I mean, gotta give him credit, man. Dude really showed up to play, you know, especially with Justin Burden, you know, in absence. Also had 6 tackles today. So we get back to the main screen to go ahead and check out the injury report for our guys, since both Justin Burden and Miami Uiagalelei did end up getting hurt in that game. Uiagalelei did end up with a sprained tricep, and so he should be ready to go, you know, next week. But Justin Burden is actually going to be questionable. He sprained his elbow. It says that he's going to be out for 1 week. So I don't know if that means we'll have him in our next game or not. But, you know, if so, you know, Mario Hernandez and I believe Deontay McLaurin are both going to have to step up as return guys. And then just the rest of the defense as well, because Justin Burden is our best defensive player that we have on the team. But, you know, that being said, it's a great win for us. You know, let's go ahead and see who we have in the next episode. Alright, man, so because of the absolute fireworks that transpired, and also because we won the football game, we got a ton of commits. Ryan Smith, Ryan Bailey, Luke Davenport, Trey Cole, who is our first 4-star prospect in school history to sign with the Earlham Quakers, Marlon Thomas, Tim Simmons, and Cole Everson are all signing with the squad, so that gives us 7 commits to work with. Jason Bradley, we're still in a recruiting battle with him, so you absolutely, you know, love to see that. Bringing in a ton of players. And next week, you know, it gets a little bit easier for us, I think. We go on the road to play against the Capital Crusaders, and Capital has not won a game yet this season. They're 0-5 and they're 0-2 in conference play. Shouldn't be as much of a sweaty game as it was that we just experienced against Wittenberg, but I've been proven wrong before. That being said, though, I am excited about the next episode, and if you guys are as well, I encourage you to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you happen to be new. This is John J Gaming on the mic signing off, but hoping you're all out there having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.